Don't know where it went. Oh, there we go. Oh no. And we have a broken wheel, looks like. I better check that out. Hello, welcome to Collector RC. Okay, we're back with the RBX10 Ryft. You can see mine's a little dirty. It's clearly been played with. You can see here. Kind of just zoom across it real quick. Alright, so now that we've actually had this thing for 3 or 4 days now and actually taken it out, we've taken it up to the mountains, we've taken it basically to the parks across my neighborhoods. We've done quite a bit with it, and we still have not actually run on 4S, believe it or not. So the reason I wanted to kind of wait a few days and test it out before I actually really gave a kind of a, with the unboxings, you can say a lot of good things, the obvious, which our unboxing wasn't as detailed because it's been done by our, RC Sparks already kind of had this thing. There's quite a few YouTubers actually that got this, earlier than everybody else. I think a little too early for when the release it actually is, because they're already done. You know what I mean? So, whatever. But the reason why I'm doing this today actually is because it's Friday and it's the official release. So a lot of you today are going to wake up super excited to go out and get your brand new Ryft. You're gonna freaking love this thing. It's gonna blow your mind. And I don't care any of the negativity you think about it until you've played with it and actually I was to say experience the out of the box performance of this thing. I mean, you really can't say a whole lot. This thing, it's amazing. It's amazing. So, and one of the comments that I actually been getting a lot, and actually had one recently in one of our outings where we got to meet some new people. One of the questions is asked is, what have I left on this thing stock? I literally turned around and I go, I haven't done anything. And it blew his mind. He's like, wait, what? So you have to understand, this thing is a monster. It is extremely impressive out of the box. But yeah, so there's some things we've already learned. It does have a horrendous lift, a torque lift on the, I believe it's the right side. Yeah, I think it's this side here. And so the sway bar that you unfortunately can't even get yet, it doesn't even seem to be released until April, which is anyway. So if you're gonna get one of these and you come across like another brand of sway bar, please let everybody know, because I think a lot of people are gonna immediately look for a sway bar to put in here, because you're gonna need it. The torque on this thing is nuts, even on 3S. So the sway bar mounts back here. And I don't know if you've seen any of these, but there's a little spot right here, and then on each side, you see it over there too. And then that comes out and then mounts down to here and kind of gives you can also do the dual shocks. They do give you that option. You can see here, you have another spot right here for another shock. That will help as well. But the sway bar is definitely a recommendation. They just unfortunately haven't released to the masses yet, to us regular folk. We did chop. We didn't have the battery, so this is temporary. I'm sorry, it looks so bad. It's just electrical tape on there because I didn't want to solder anything yet. Only because I wasn't sure if this is. I was probably gonna end up going back, and which I ultimately will end up resoldering the original connection and probably go back to its smart battery. What else is cool about this thing? Everything. The tires are 6 inches. 6 freaking inches. Almost basically about I think they're 2.3 in thickness. These tires are freaking nuts. If anything, I can see a lot of people are going to end up wanting to take these and put them on their on their crawlers. In comparison, these are the stock 10.3 tires. So just kind of a comparison in size there. Now I'm going to grab my 2.2s. If I can, they're kind of pinned in my little area here, but get out of there. Sorry about that. Okay, so these are my 2.2s. Not the best quality 2.2s, but so those are 2.2s. Here's my regular stock. You can't stand behind this thing. You will get hit in the face with rocks, dirt, and whatever else that's on the ground. one of the things that the cuz brought up yesterday was a great analogy, is that when this thing's coming, usually the car, you kind of question is like, oh, is the car gonna be able to handle these rocks and handle this mud, this dirt? That's not the question with this. The question is more, is the dirt and the rocks asking themselves if they can handle this? This thing doesn't care. It really doesn't care. It will go over a huge rock. I ran it straight into a stump, and all it did is take a chunk of the stump with it inside of its servo, and did no denting, no damage, no nothing. So it is a very durable RC machine. All the little details about it, everything about it is just amazing. So basically, I just want to kind of talk about it and congratulate anybody who's getting theirs today. Awesome. You're going to love this thing. If you haven't gotten one or even experienced it yet, I suggest just go out and look at one and see if they'll let you drive a little bit. You really need to experience this thing. Its abilities are amazing. So one of the things I really enjoy about it that makes it probably one of the best features is the fact that I can really, drive up to something kind of slow. I can come into a puddle or mud pit kind of slow and then goose it, and it's it's like it went in there full speed from the very start. I mean, it's impressive. I hope you can sense my excitement when I talk about this RC. It is an amazing thing. Favorite RTRs, 100%. I haven't never even experienced something like this coming out of a box and having this much power and this much excitement. It's an amazing thing. So I strongly suggest get one, look into them, or just go out and watch one. So and if you're getting yours today, congratulations. I'm sure you waited a long time, but your wait was worth it. I guarantee it. So let's go ahead and stop talking. I'm gonna throw in. I'm doing a dual 2S combo. These two little mini 2S. So we're just gonna test it out for the 4S. And see how I've got a C4S and I'm impatient, so we set up something to be able to do that. So let's get this thing on 4S. I'm gonna take it to a park, and we're just gonna run it up a hill on 4S. So let's see how it does. All right. So before we actually run the car, I wanted to make sure kind of go over something. I almost forgot about it. I want to go over the presets or default sets of what you get when you get the car. If you don't mess with the settings. It's your standard push button kind of the settings, so you can do it without the program card. But this is what you're looking at as far as what you get out of the box, how it's going to start. And you can see, drag brake force is at 20%. You have your low voltage cutoff, your start mode, your max brake force, max reverse force, initial brake force, neutral range, timing, motor rotation, like with all the good stuff. You of course want to make a couple adjustments. The drag brake pretty much doesn't have it at all. It will just roll freely on its own, just like a basher. Like if you have a high-end basher, it makes that kind of sound, But other than that, yeah. So yeah, I would time it, or I would test it on what you have now, and then make the adjustments and see where you like it. We haven't made any adjustments yet. We're still waiting to see what we like and what we don't like. There's already a few that we are going to adjust, but we like to run everything on stock and default first until we truly understand it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to go over and kind of show you guys a little bit what the stock settings are. So, all right. Okay, so I'm at a local park. We're going to go ahead and you can see the camera stand there. We're going to go ahead and take this Ryft up this hill here. It's one of my favorite places to come to kind of test that kind of stuff. It's actually steeper than I think the camera is given justice for. I don't know if that camera stand kind of helps show the size, and it gets steeper as you go, and of course you can see the ruts and stuff up there. Let's see if we can zoom in. There you go, you can kind of see how gnarly it gets up there. So first things first, we want to run the temperature check on the ESC. So okay. Around 52, 53, which is about normal because I think, we're at 51. Yeah, so it should be a little warmer. You can see that we have the 4S series, or 2S series to make a 4S in there. And then let's go ahead and check the motor. Boy, it's a little tricky to hold, I apologize. Alright, so let's check that. Let's see here. Oh, I can't really zoom out. Here, let's do this. There we go. Well, I think I missed. All right, well, it's 51, so let's see how much heat we get out of it. All right, and then the other thing real quick, before, I do have my speedometer with me too, so go ahead and take that out real quick. You can see here, and then I have some Velcro. We'll go ahead and attach it probably to the back here, but we're gonna do the hill first, not really a speed run, so. All right, let's do this. All right, so let's do our first attempt up the hill. 4S. Sway bar really helped. And of course, oh, get out of that. All right. Now we go full board all the way up. Scene here. All right, you guys ready? Right into sticker bushes. All right, so here's the deal. You guys saw the video, and I thought I might have broken something on there. There's been a lot of warnings apparently about the axle in the front, and take that warning seriously. It snapped it. Just freaking snapped it. And you can see how, like, that's, are you kidding me, Axel? Like, look at that. You barely even have any plastic there. The video shows I hit dirt and it snapped it. So be very careful. Maybe wait until they can come get some kind of upgrade. So if you already bought it, just be very careful what you do. So unfortunately, I don't know if they have replacements yet that I can even get. So we'll have to reach out to them. I'll even have the video, show it to them. So you guys all see it. So take warning. Thanks.